So today will be a very exciting session for you because we have started working on to our mini project, and we will gonna learn a lot about this Tableau into this course of action of time in just 2 sessions. And I hope that you guys must have tried what the data set and the challenge of the mini project what I have assigned to you yesterday, and must become with great results and outputs. We'll catch over that as well. And yesterday, just to recapitulate, we worked upon sales data set of a company, and we plotted against various regions, created scatter plot, developed filters, and read about action, how an action can be made by hovering or by selection. So that's all what we have covered till now. And today we will be going through the mini project as introduction. We'll be seeing your results, what you guys have done. No matter whatever you have done, it's fine because there was nothing expected out of you. It was just that whatever you have learned till now, you must have applied onto it, and just a bit of hands-on was expected. Apart from that, I'll tell you how to work with groups. Groups is a kind of functionality in Tableau what accumulates data. So we're gonna learn about that, and we will read about what is the difference between groups and sets. I'll further tell you how to create sets on Tableau, and we will finally achieve one target of our mini project, that was finding top 10 startups in terms of growth. All right. So I'm audible to everyone, right? You can ping and tell. Perfect. So what's the problem here? So as part of your mini project, we have decided upon a bigger problem. I mean, much more advanced and real, a very real problem. What most of the uh, venture capitalist firm faces, and by working onto this problem, you're gonna learn a lot. Definitely, I'm telling you, these 2 sessions would be a lot of learning for you. So just be awake, be focused, and yeah, most importantly, whatever is being told, you just replicate that onto your systems as well. So what is that? You are a business analyst in a big consulting firm. So there are consulting firms out there, right? PwC is there, Deloitte is there, and various other consulting firms are there. So you are a business analyst there. So you got a project, potential venture capitalist firm is looking for an opportunity of investment in a list of 1,000 startups. So a venture capitalist is again a company who invests into startups. So their prime agenda is that they look for the startups present around the world, and they'll see where they can invest their money, and they can get good returns if the startup grows, right? So they approached you, they are looking that if you can help them out in parking their money, and once you do that, you will you'll provide them with the results that you provide them with the results that these are the, I mean, top 10 or top 15 startups where you should put your money in and can get the maximum results. So how will you be getting to know that which startup is the best one to invest in? So for that, the you have chosen three parameters to look into, that the startup, should have high revenue in 2015. Also, the startup should have low expenses, and it should have the top growth in 2015. So you have to look onto these three parameters, and you have to recommend that these are the startups where you should put your money in. So you have to assist the venture capitalist firm to bring the best startups to invest on the basis of above three parameters. All right. I hope I am clear with the problem. If any one of you is not able to understand it, you can tell, you can ping, and if you're fine, that's okay. Then also you have to say yes so that we can move ahead, because this is really very important for you to understand what the problem is. All right. So I'm waiting for your responses, guys. Did you understand the problem? Any one of you, if you did not understand, I can repeat it again, because I'm asking this as it's really very important for you guys to understand the problem as we'll be proceeding ahead. And if the problem itself is not clear, then it'll be very tough for you guys to, to understand anything out of it. All right. Okay. Thank you, Priyanka. Thanks, Shravya. Thanks, Nidilla. Thanks, Anvita. And all right. I think these responses are enough for us to go ahead. Thanks, Rileka. And here we go. So you have to select the potential startups, and after that you'll get this as your output for the day. What will make your day? What will make your day? That these are the 10 startups what you can look for. All right. So I have given you a data set, right? So I think that most of you guys have gone through also. So I would just want to ask, did any one of you try attempting this and got out with any kind of results? Because most of you guys were willing to take it up by yourself. So if any one of you has taken it up, you just can you show your screen so that we can see uh, how are the results for you guys? Oh, wonderful, Shreya. Can you share that with us? Wonderful, Shravya. This incredible that you people are trying, and really, I'm very happy that you people are trying. You can click a screenshot of your results. If not possible, that you can, if you're not able to share the screen. Very nice, Priyanka. I mean, most of the thing is when you try by yourself, right? You explore so many options. You understand the concepts really very well, because it kinds of hardwire your neurons. So I really I really want you guys not here, but whatever you read, just go back and read it once. It'll do a lot. So if anyone is having a kind of screenshot or some photo where they attempted, I just wanted to see that how you guys perform there, and if not, that's also fine. I just uh, felt like seeing it, that how my learning is getting imparted to you guys, and you are able to pick it up from there or not. All right. Is anyone sending? This is amazing. Wait, I'll just see. Okay, this is by revenue, industry type. All right, expenses also. Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. You did really a great job, but we'll try to build on to this. I think you have approached the right approach. You got it, but yeah, there should be some ways in how we should present that to the company. So we'll take care of that as well, and we'll proceed. So I'll just go with the data set what I have given before. So here's the data set, and into data set there are a list of around 10,000 startups. This is huge, and I mean 10,000 startups, and all the information regarding that. Okay, you tried grouping but couldn't do that. All right. I'll teach you how to do that. Not a problem, but at least you tried. That is more important, right? Keep on trying, and you will explore the new thing. You'll see the uncharted territory, and you'll learn a lot. All right. So 10,000 startups we are having. All right. Suma also shared. I'll just see of her. This is great. Again, you tried sorting also, and this itself is great. Yeah, good work. Good work. Really good work. I'm impressed by you guys that you guys are doing really well, and in just 5 sessions what we had, you have picked up really amazing. I mean, this is really nice that you guys are doing it. So I'll tell you how to follow it ahead also after this course when it is ended, how to pursue this course, and you can get maximum out of it. All right. So here is the list of 10,000 startups. We have ID, we have name, industry, we we have description, year founded, employees, sale, state, city, and metro areas. So a list of it's a very extensive list, right? If you see that 10,000 startups in just one sheet, I mean it's a kind of Excel where a lot of data is put in. And if you get into financials, you can see a hell lot of information here, right? 2015 revenue, 2015 expenses, 2015 profit, growth percent, and again for 2040 revenue, expenses, profit growth percent, and the same for 2013. And this is for all the startups we are having, right? So again, a huge set of information where we have to process it and we have to work on that, right? So it will be really exciting for all of us guys who are sitting here and learning Tableau. All right. So we'll go ahead. We'll import this data set. This is the first step what we do every time. Since again we are using an Excel file, we'll click on to Microsoft Excel, and we will import our startup data set for VC. All right. Once we'll do that, you will find your table populated here the way it was done in the earlier 5 sessions also. All right, so here once you do that, you can see the two sheets here, like financials is also there and the overview of startup. Both of the two tabs of the same sheet, you'll find it here, and you just have to drag it into this database pane. Once you'll do that, you'll see the table populated here. Again, you just have to drop the other field. On doing so, you will create a join. Again, this is a central joint, as we'll discuss about it, that what central join does, it joins the two sheets with the primary key. So id is the primary key here, and it will join both of the two sheets in a single table. So you will see id here also and id here also. So both of these ids are merged, and the data of both the sheets are tabulated here. All right, so this is the first thing what we do, and I know you guys are very smart enough now that you will be able to understand these all steps in a very easy way. So going forward, we are seeing our dimensions and measures in a bit cluttered form. So I'll just tell you how to make it more easy to, I mean, more appealing to eyes, and easy to work on. So what you can do is you'll see that the paint distribution is also not right. You can adjust it, and you can right click onto this, and you can go to group by and change it from data source table to folder. Once you'll do that, right, you'll see that everything would be aligned. Okay, so here you are seeing all the measures without any data source information, which table are they from or where are they coming from, nothing of that sort. You'll just see all the information embedded into one pane. And going forward, to make it much more better, you can group them further by their folders, right? For that, you just have to right click this, go to folder option, get into create folder. Once you'll do that, you just have to write 2013 financials and OK, right? And you will see a folder of 2000 financials has been created. You just have to drag all the 2013 information into this. I'm dragging profit, revenue. We are having only these three matrices for this year. And again, we'll create the same for 2014. We'll again go to folders, create folder, 2014 financials. See, results you can achieve, results you can just drag and drop. You'll see it, you'll find it, and you'll be able to achieve it also. But the most important thing is what will make you differ from the other guys, that how you're achieving those results and how you're using, how neatly you are doing it. And these all are good practices. These are not affecting your processing of the data, but yeah, this tells that you guys know the processing, how it is to be done, how to segregate data, how to do it neatly. This is all part of that, right? So it's a good practice you should include by grouping them, by creating folders, putting the respective measures into it. I'm dragging to 2014 growth into 2014 financials, similarly profit and revenues. The same thing I'll do with 2015 as well. I'll group them. I'll create a folder with 2015 financials. All right. So once you create one more folder for 2015 financials, you just have to drag all the required information for the same particular year here, right? So again, we are having four things, four matrices, and I have dragged it. All right. So 2013 financials, 2014 financials, 2015 financials, all five info, all three info, and we can merge them just for us to manage this work area. All right, we are done with this. Okay, so after that, what we have to do is we just have to see, we just have to visualize our data in a very raw form. That what we can do here, right? Let's suppose I'll just put year founded in columns and number of records, those 10,000 values into this, right? And you will see that how this data got changed, right? That in 1998, 99, the number of startups founded are less, and again in 2008 onwards the startups boomed, right? After 2009, maybe the great financial crisis ended after that, and you saw a large spike in the number of new startups growth, right? So this is a kind of amazing insight what you can draw from it. And also you can understand how these startups grew, right? So this is the first thing what I would like for you guys to understand. And we'll go to the next tab. All right. Yeah. So here one discrepancy is there. I'll make you understand. Okay. Yeah, I got your point. All right. So okay. So one more thing is there. The Tableau has a color coding for us to understand that what is the dimension measure, right? All the things what are written in blue, our dimensions and the all the entries maintained under measures are green in color, right? You'll see that color is green and the color is blue. Okay, but one anomaly you will find here is that the year founded is in green. Why is it like that? Because of the type head conversion error. It was a dimension, but unfortunately it was not detected as a dimension, right? So it is coming in green. It is still considered as a numeric value and it is a measure. To fix certain things, what you have to do is you just have to put this year founded into measures and put it back here in dimension. So you'll see the color got changed again. It has become blue. So now it is considered as a dimension by Tableau and we are good to go with. Alright, now you'll see the change in graph as well. So I'll just put this year founded into columns and you'll see now we do not have a line graph. We are having a bar graph here. Okay, so now this year founded is considered as a dimension and you will see the color has changed to blue. All right, are you guys fine up till this point of time? I would just like everyone to perform all the sets of operations what I did just now and achieve and attain this result so that we can build on to this ahead while the course of future action. All right, so I'll wait here for 2 more minutes and would ask you guys to do uh, all the steps what I have done till now. All right. So if you guys are having any kind of problem in achieving this, you just ping here, and I'll be really happy to help you guys on this. All right. Okay. So you guys till now you have imported the data set, you have performed a join, and this is a huge data set of 10,000 entries. So it's a very big thing for you. It's a very big thing for someone to perform these kinds of operation if you try Excel or some other tool. So Tableau, it's really very easy. You just have to perform drag and drop operations and the rest is taken care by Tableau. All the processing is taken care by Tableau. Going into sheet 1, we have made folders, folders in terms of years, and dragged the number of measures into the respective folders what we have created. Likewise, we have done here also into dimensions, and the first thing what you have to do is you have to right click onto this and you have to select group by folder option, right? So it will remove all the listing based on the sheet. It will list on the basis of folder, right? So once you'll create your folder, you will be able to, I mean, minimize the size of this area, and also it looks good to our eyes, and it's a good practice to achieve certain things that will make you differ from other people who are just doing drag and drop operations in Tableau, and they feel that they are really doing great in this. All right, so no problem. So are you guys able to achieve at this point of time? Are you guys able to see this bar graph and are able to make it? So I'm waiting for your response. Once you are done, we'll go ahead. So good work, Shweta. Wonderful. Priyanka, nice. Again, you guys are doing really very great. Seeing your responses, seeing your observations of yesterday, I'm really very impressed that in just 5 sessions of your classes, I mean, you have picked up very nicely. All right. So Abhilash is typing. I'm still waiting for his response, whether it will be a question or he comes up that, yeah, he is done. Let's see. So, all right. What about others? Are you able to do it? Shravya, Suma, I could not see your response. And Abhilash, I'm waiting for you as well. All right. Good guys. And Wonderful work, wonderful work, and we'll go on now. I think it's not as much complicated as it seems when you do, right? Because just you have to create the folders and you have to go ahead. And in today's session, there would be incredible learning what you'll be utilizing whenever you are using Tableau ahead. All right, so let's go. Okay, great work, Charan, and wonderful Zuma. All right, so this is what we have made. So going forward, you can see that in 99, again the same insight is here also. In 90 till 2008, you are seeing the number of startups are in almost two digits, and that too less than 20 everywhere. But all of a sudden you will see a surge, a spike after 2009, right? The number of startups were 94 and again 177, and it kept on increasing until 2012. So you guys can feel that these things you can club, and we can do our analysis from 2009 onwards, right? Because there are less number of startups, and we think we can club this into pre 2008 era, pre 2009 era, and the rest we can leave like that as the number is substantial. For doing so, you just have to click 2008, press Ctrl on your keyboard, select multiple columns as I am doing, and select till 1999. So I have selected all the rows from all the columns from 1999 till 2008. You will see a dialog box here, and there is an option of attachment, right? What we see in Gmail. This option is for creating a group. So once you will click on this, it will create a group. So you will see that 1999 and till 2008 it clubbed and added a sum here, and rest it has plotted individually. So what you can do is you can change its name, because it's not visible completely. It's just showing 1999, 2000, 2001, and 7 more. What doesn't make sense, right? You can right click onto this, you can write, you can get into edit alias, and you can write pre 2009. Okay, so once you will do that, you will see pre 2009 coming here, and this has made a new entry. All right, so this is how you can group, and by grouping it can, I mean, it can actually help you in an analysis where the values are very small, and you just want to see. All right, my screen is not visible. Why is it happening? Okay, I'll just check it. I hope it is visible to you all now. Okay, so after that we'll create one more sheet, and we will see the magic of grouping here again. So what you have to do is you have to I mean, just to visualize how many employees are working into one particular startup. Just this I'm just doing, it's not a part of project, just to make sure understand, just to make you understand how this grouping thing works. All right, Midila, yeah, ask. Yeah, sure. Yes, please. So pre 2019 to be before 2019, can we move it forward? move it forward, as in, I mean, you want to bring it here. Actually, this is getting arranged in a number. What ideal, what is a good practices, you can arrange it in um, ascending order, and for doing that you just have to press this arrow here. So once you'll do that, you'll see that whatever startups are having the maximum value, it will be arranged in this way. So if you want to move it ahead in terms of timeline, I'll also tell you how to do that also. So just wait, it will be covered, and you guys will learn it. Definitely I'll cover it. All right, there is an option in Tableau to do that. We'll be covering it. So for Medilla, it is after grouping the yearly bars, it's not showing the combined ones like 1998 to 2000, but it has been grouped. All right, so you're seeing a combined entity. To, I mean, the name is not there, you have to rename it. And to rename it, what you have to do is, you have to, all right, you have to click on to right click onto this and go to edit alias. So here in the option edit alias, and here you have to give the name as pre 2009 to this field. So once you'll do that, everything would be compressed here, and you will be having a new name. All right, so just try doing it and you'll get it. Okay, so going forward, we have to visualize the number of employees in particular industry. So for that, we can drag industry into our columns, and we can drag the number of employees into our rows. So once you'll do that, you will see our graph is coming into that this way. All right, just a moment. Okay, I got your point. This is happening because you are uh, you are selecting bars and pressing control over bars. What you have to do is, you have to select the axis here, because we are combining years, right? So you have to click onto this 2014 axis, and again on 2013 axis, 2012 axis, and then you have to group it, right? So press Ctrl Z, bring back to the initial position where you were, and click onto this axis, the number where it has written, and then press the, then proceed with the selection. All right, it will help you do that. Avoid going through the column, avoid selecting the columns, just select the axis. Once you select the axis, you'll find it. Okay, and if you want to change the axis, right, if this graph is coming in this way and I want it to get shifted, what you can do is, you can change rows and columns here, right? Just a moment. Okay, oh, some of you guys have performed it. I'll just see, how did you do it? Perfect. All right, so once you'll do this, you'll achieve your graph like this, right? If I want to have, I mean, vertical bars, I'll just reverse it. Unable to do it. Okay, for that, if it is not happening, you just remove everything from here and pick up industry, because sometimes Tableau is not able to compute and it sticks on the previous values. Go and put industries into row, employees then into columns, and you'll find it. All right, wonderful. All right, so Mirilla, are you able to do it now? You have to perform this operation. You have to put industry into rows first and employees into columns. You'll get a graph like this. All right. So I would like you guys to follow parallelly with me. And here again, if you want to group certain industries together, like IT service, software, and let's say IT service, software, and what all we can take. We will take. Mhm. What are the relevant? Okay, we'll go with telecommunications. So these three services are interrelated. I mean, we can club them into IT and software, right? So once you'll select these, you will get an option to group them. So again, you'll click onto this group members, and you will see that all are getting clubbed here. Okay, and you can rename it by again going to edit alias, and you can write IT and software, IT and software. Okay, so once you'll do that, you'll see your name has changed and it has gone all way long. So these people are having the maximum number of employees if we club them together. And one more thing is there, this is showing the sum. If what if we want to see the average of these employees into these particular industries, right? So for that you have to click onto this drag, this drop down, and where it is written measure sum, you have to select average. So once you'll do that, you'll see the average number. So if I want to see the average employees in front of it, what I have to do is I have to press control, select this average, and put that into label. So once I'll do that, I'll see the numbers also, right? Labels are for understanding, I mean for annotating the numbers wherever is required, right? So it will write down the numbers in front of these bars, and we can able to see it in a more understandable way, right? And now you're able to see that IT, software, and telecommunication is grouped into this bar, right? So here, if you see in the left side, you're seeing that industry and industry group is made, right? So what are these? So industry, it remains all the individual values without any group, and in this industry group, it will be having IT and software club together. Just to make you guys see that, I'll just drop it here in an empty area and put industry into this. So you'll see IT service, software, and telecommunication as a separate entity. But if I want to see it as a group, I'll just put industry group here, and I'll see IT, software, and telecommunication merged together here. All right. So one more good thing about it is that if you want to see the average, right? So here it calculates average of all the fields together, right? So are you guys clear up till this point? Are you guys able to group IT, software, and telecommunication together? Because from here we'll be taking it up ahead and we'll be going for sets now. So, all right. So can you explain where are you stuck? For your understanding, I'll do it one more time. If you're not able to do it for everyone, this is how we have to do it. I'll just ungroup it. All right. All right. No worries. We'll just do it one more time. See, I have deleted that group. Now we are left with industry and employees, right? We have to we just want to tabulate the number of employees with the respective industries. To do that, we'll just drop industry into rows, and we have average employees into columns, right? And I want to just merge IT services, software and telecommunication together. So the same way you have to keep into mind that you have to make the selections into the axis side, not onto the column side. So once you'll go to IT services, you have to click it here, press Control to select multiple columns, and you have to go to software. By pressing Control, you have to keep your control pressed, software, and again whatever you want to group. Let's say we are grouping telecommunication here. Again, make sure your control is pressed and click on telecommunication. So once you do that, you can see three selections. Okay, so once you hover any of these three, you will see a dialog box here, and into this dialog box you will see an option of this pin, right? This then I mean this icon of a pin. You have to click in here and it will group them. The moment you'll click, it will create a group of IT service, softwares, and telecommunication. You can see it here, right? Since the name is going very big, I'm just right clicking onto it and going into edit alias and change the name. So I'm writing IT, software, and telecom, telco for that matter, and press enter. So you may see that now IT, software, and telco, they are grouped together, and we have a field created, industry group now along with industry, right? So we are having two groupings with us. All right. So I'll just rename. Meanwhile, I'll write this sheet as year, pounding year. This as employees, average employees. And I'll create one more sheet here. All right. So are you guys able to follow it up till here? Are you guys able to do this? If you want me to do it one more time, I'll do that. But I think it must be clear by now. We just have to create. We just have to select and click onto the pin icon to make it as a group. So I think, all right, great. Anyone else who has achieved the results? I'm waiting for your responses, guys. If you are able to do it, please let me know, and if not, then also. All right. Okay, great, wonderful. Anyone stuck here? Because we have to take it up in a bit pace from now. And all right, good, fair enough. So here I have made one more sheet, and I again click industry into rows, and I can see that there the industry is being selected, and it is being tabulated in a very simple row pattern, right? And if I'll put industry, if I'll put number of employees here, you will see here the difference, correct? And yeah, one more thing, you should sort whatever you are making to make it look good. So here I have sorted it, and it has been sorted in a descending way of average of employees, correct? So here, if I'm doing that again, you will see, okay, I'll make it as a normal industry. All right, and sort it. So on sorting it, you can notice that telecommunication, software, and IT are independent, but here they are merged together. IT, software, and telecom as 112. This is just for your understanding. You can group anything. Like if you want to, this is very much subjective, right? If you want to group retail and health together, or human resource, or anything, that's just to make you understand that if we want to club something, we can club using the group function. And this is important, that if you want to have analysis only for that particular group, right, that we can see, if we have grouped IT, software and telecom, we can see an average, a cumulative average of all the three here, right? So there are certain industries like banking, finance and insurance. They comes under in a single domain for various companies, so they calculate the revenues independently, but at the time of the presentation, I mean in the when they post the financial results, they club all the three, banking, finance, and industrial sector into one grouping, and they call it as a BFSI. So the same way, if you want to perform such kind of analysis, you have to group them, right? Here, for that matter, we have just taken IT, software, and telecom because these are somewhat kind of interrelated technology based industries, and we grouped it just to make you understand that whatever calculations we would be having it for this group, it will be a cumulative one. Okay, so it's not an individual one now. All the three are grouped and are having a cumulative calculation. It is as per business requirement. If business will say that we have to have manufacturing and real estate together, or real estate or security together, you should know that how to group them. All right. I think I have answered your query. Is it? So Medila, are you fine with the explanation? So you guys are able to, are you guys able to reach out to this point? All right, no problem. We'll go ahead now. So here you are able to see the differences now, what we have done. And if you want to see the industries, right, just see the industry name. And if I want to see the startups, I'll just click on to name and into rows. And you will see all the startups here, right? So what was our first task? Our first task was to select the top 10 growth startup companies, right? But we'll do that. I'll just tell you one more thing before that. We have, we have industry group, right? We created just now. And if we want to, let's say, uh, if I want to make it of a different color, how we can do that is we can select it, we can right click onto it, and we can go into format, and we can change the respective formatting setting of whatever you want. All right, so this is quite basic one what I have told you before, so you can change the formatting accordingly. Similarly, here also, if I'm just making industry group, industry here, and employees, average of employees, and sorting them. Just a moment, guys, I'm figuring out something. Just give me a minute and then we'll go. All right, okay, we were able to do that. Yeah, this is the industry. Okay, now we'll go to sets, how to create a set. For that, let's say we want to select our same thing, IT services, software, and uh, telecommunication. Is that here? And right after that pin option, there is an option for set. So I'll tell you why is it required. We'll just create onto this set now, and it will create a set, right? And I'll just write the same name, IT, software, and telco. Once I do okay, I'll see a set here, a name of a set. Okay, and here you are seeing that industry group is being created. All right. So if I want to see the information of IT, software, and telco, what I can do is either I have to, I have to put industry into filter, right? And then I just have to select IT, software, and telecommunication, and then click on OK. So once I'll do that, I'll see this, right? And this at times would be very tedious to create a filter and then see this. Okay, so one more thing what you can do directly is where you need not to select and select quite a lot of times. You just have to create a set of all those three things what I have told you just now, and after creating that set you just have to drop that into filter, and you'll see that all these three sets whatever we have created will be segregated. Okay, the same way if we want to highlight them, we'll just put them into color, and you'll see that all three will get highlighted, and we'll see in and out. In means whatever three we have selected are in our sets. So can we select the industry group what we did now? Yeah, this is the same industry group, right? We have chosen software, telecommunication, and IT services. So these only three industries we have taken up and made a set out of it. All right. So this is how it works. You have to club them together in a set, and set can be used to filter, set can be used to color them. Okay, and for various options. So if you wanted to do it without set, then you have to create a filter of industry. You have to put that into industry. You have to select whatever you want, right? And let's say ours was software, real estate, software, telecommunication, and IT services. You have to select that, and then you have to apply. Okay, then you will get this result. And once this filter is out, you have to do those process again. So just to avoid the processes, we can create, we can club them into set, and in a single go we can just drop it into filters. We can drop wherever we want. So it acts as a club, while in group it just do it into the graph itself. You are, you cannot perform drag and drop operations into it. You can only see the calculations operations, right? So this is what a graph, what is the difference between a set and a group. So I would like you guys to perform this and uh, show it on the chat window. All right. So what we did, I'll just do it one more time. We'll delete this. Okay. So we selected software by clicking onto this axis, pressing control, IT services, and software, IT services, and telecommunication, right? And then we will find an option of these two circles intersecting. It is called a set. So once I click onto it, click on create set, it will ask me the name of set. I'll just have to write IT, software, and telco. This is just you can choose any sort of selection here. This is just for understanding that since beginning we are taking IT, software, and telco, so that's why we have taken it together. Otherwise you can choose whatever you want as per the business need, and you can put it into filters. So once you do that, it will act as a set and you can use it. So till now, is anyone there who is able to finish this operation? Are you guys able to do that? Who else? Anyone else? So one more utility. Okay, all right. So by set you can filter, you can do color coding in just single go. And had it been a group, and if you want to do that, you know how much it takes. You just have to, say we are having industry here and we want to color code our industry the same way how we did with sets, right? We here we just have to put sets into color and you'll see the colors here, right? And let's say if we want to do it in a normal way, here if we want to, I mean, have the same selection of colors how we did here, and we want to highlight them, and we did not use sets. The other was, we have to select industry from here, pressing control, we have to put that into color. We'll see various colors here, and just to highlight them, I have to edit colors and select everything here and make it as gray, and then I have to select IT services, software, and telecommunication. So you know how much clicks we did to do that. All right, wait, I'll just go into edit colors again, and I'll select IT services, software by pressing control, and telecommunication, and select blue color for them, click on apply and OK. You know, we perform the same sets of operation, but here we have to drag industry into color first, and then we have to edit colors individually. We have to give color to each and every field, and then we will be able to come at this point. And once we'll remove this, we have to perform the same sets of operation, and it will be really very tedious. So for that, I mean, sets come very handy. You just have to put this set, drop that into color, you'll have this ready with you. And the same way, if you want to filter out the results, you just have to drag this into the filters and you will see the selected values of filter here, right? So it's very easy, just a simple drag and drop. All right, so you guys are fine with it? Should we go ahead? Wonderful, Kirtana, you really understood the concept well. This is the same what I wanted to convey. Good. Anyone else? All right, if you are fine with it, I'll just go ahead and we will go into our first goal of selecting our best startup, right? So for that, what do you think, that how can we select the best startup? So the good example, the good map to select one is tree map. I think I did not tell you this before. So tree map is a very important map where in the box size and color tells about the detail of our selection. Okay, so let's say if I want to group um, name of startup and 2015 growth percent. So everything what we were taking in terms of 2015, and we want to sort it out. I did this and I have a list. So this would be a very long list, and it would not be very easy for us to present it in an efficient way. So for that, tree maps comes handy. I'll just click on show me, and there is an option for tree map. Once I'll do that, you will see that all the startups are into this, and you'll hover onto them and you'll see detail of each and every startup. So right, but we wanted to see only the details of 10 startups. So how can we select that? So for that, I'll just make you see how we can do it with the help of set. So a set can be created by dropping name here, and you'll see the name of each and every startup here, right? And also we want to select the growth percent, so I'll select growth percent and put in column, right? And I wanted to see it in a table way, so I'll select this table in show me, and I'll see the growth percent here, right? So once you'll see this, I can see all the startups arranged in alphabetical manner, right? But we want to see them arranged in percentage of growth, and that too in the descending manner. The highest percentage should come first, and the lower one subsequent down. And all the 10 startups we can select from here and create a set, and then we can perform our operation whatever we want to. All right. So for doing that, you just have to right click onto this, go on to format. So once you will go on to format, you can change the format accordingly. So here we are not doing it. Also you can right click onto it, we have to sort them, right? So we'll go on to sort, and you can see a window open here, and click onto this drag drop down, select field. We want to sort it according to field of growth percent, right? And in a descending way. So once we'll do this, we will see that our data is sorted in terms of growth. So the highest one is coming at the top and the lower one down, and we'll see it's been sorted again. So for your understanding, I'll just do it one more time. We will select the name first, drop the name into rows. Again, we'll select the 2015 growth percent, drop that into column. This is the graph. Okay, so for your understanding, I'm just using this one. I mean, we can do that with graph also. We can select, we can sort this graph in this way by sorting it with the highest one coming on the top. But again, it will go out of bound, not out of bound. These are big, and you can select top 10 from here by clicking control and create a set. But I just want to make you familiar with other kind of options available with us. This time we are using this table one. So once you are doing it, you are seeing again everything arranged on in an alphabetical order. So we don't want to have alphabetical order. We want to have arranged in a way all the startups that they should have the highest growth rate on top and the lower one subsequently down. So for that we have to select in descending way. So you just click onto this arrow, and once you'll do this, you have to select the option called sort. I'm sorry, you have to right click onto that and click on sort. Once you do that, you have to select field, and field name is 2015 growth percent, because we want to arrange them in growth percent of 2015. So once you do that, you will see. And yeah, don't forget to put that descending sorting here. So once you do that, you'll see the highest one on top. So I just want every one of you to reach up till this point of time, and it's just a 5-minute game after this, and we'll be able to reach out to our goal. So is any one of you able to complete it? This is quite simple, guys. You just have to uh, sort this. Only a sorting operation is needed. Anyone else? Great, 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 Srilekha. Nice work. Anyone else apart from you? Wonderful, Priyanka. So I just want every one of you just to perform this, and so that we can go ahead. All right. Okay, I think most of you have done, and You can go ahead. Wonderful. Oh, Midila. Nice. All right. Okay. So we'll go ahead now, and this is how it will be. So we are here. We have sorted everything, but one thing is there, right? Did you guys notice that we are not having percentage here? And for that, we can format our digits as percentage. So to do that, what you have to do is you have to right click here and click on format. Once you open this, you will have a formatting window on the left, right? And from where you can adjust the font, you can adjust the font size, you can bold it. I mean, I'm just telling you how to perform that formatting. It's just a normal formatting how we do in Microsoft Word or whatever tool we use. So we can set alignment, we can set font, and we can set shading also if we want to use shading, but it's not looking good, so we'll keep it as a white. But yeah, one more thing is we want to format these numbers in terms of percentages. So to do that, you have to drop this fields option to 2015 growth percent, because we want to work onto this field. So once you'll do that, you'll see another pane open, and there you have to go into the numbers and into percentage. Once you go into percentage, you have to adjust the decimal places. So I think one decimal places are fine with us. We'll just choose one, and here we go. You will see that the numbers are represented in percentages now. So these percentages are what we were looking for, because the numbers in Excel were not having percentages signed with it. To do that, we had added this. So okay, one more time I'll tell you how to do that. Just have to right click onto this, click onto format, go onto this fields, select the field of 2015 growth percent because we want to change percentage there, and you will see an option of numbers here. Click onto this numbers, go to percentage, adjust the decimal sign, and come back. So once you do that, you will see that you have made percentages, right? So this is how you have to adjust it, and after that our job is half done. We know that we have to select top 10 startups from here. Just press Control, select 10 startups, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are the top 10 startups what we were aiming for, and we have to create a set because just now we have done it and it makes our operations very easy. Just click on create set, and you will see the list of your 10 startups, and you can give a name, top 10 startups. In bracket you can write growth 2015. All right, so once you'll do this and click on OK, you have a set listed here, top 10 startups growth. Okay, so now you are able to see, if you want to see top 10 startups in terms of growth, put that into filter, and you will see that all these 10 startups are in growth, having top 10 growth around those the mentioned year of 2015. Okay, now we'll go back to our tree map again. We will drag name into name sheet, and we'll select 2015 growth percent in columns, and I want to see my tree map because you want to learn about this as well. I am trying to cover most of the charts. In the last session I'll cover almost what are left, and you'll see the tree map here, right? It's a very cluttered one with having so many values, right? And we don't want to see these many values here. We just want to represent our top 10 startups, what we have just made a set out of them, and we'll just drop that set into this filters. So once you do that, you'll see that we are seeing our 10 startups here, right? But we have to provide some more information to our client. We just can't give just the names to them. We have to put some more details. To put details, what we can do is, we if we want to select, if we want to make growth percentage visible here, we just select growth percent and put that into label. Okay, so you will see the growth percent also coming up here in place. And if you want to, let's say, if you want to mention the type of industry what they belong to, just put, drag industry, put into label again. So you'll see that rank field having 784% of growth belongs to government service, and mechatronics having 76% of growth belongs to human resource. So you'll see that here there are two things. One thing is, so here there are two things. Sorry for that. One thing is that you have to select whatever labels you want to put it in here, and you'll see the labels written here. And the second thing is that the color codes, right? Color codes, as I mentioned, we can edit also, but the blue indicates the higher side and the lighter blue indicates the lower side of it. Okay, and the size, the bigger the size of the box is, the bigger the growth is. Okay, so this is how it is. You just have to click on to edit colors if you want to format it more the same way how we did. And I am preferring orange or golden, whatever you guys feel like to go with. I'm going with this orange one. Click on apply and okay. So the darker the shade of orange towards the brown side, you will see, the better the startup is. So these are top 10 startups in terms of growth. So I would like you guys to come up to this point and we'll wind it up after this, and we'll continue the next two things what are left now. And would like you guys, as you have learned how sets work and how you can select the top 10 things what you want, I would like you guys to do that after ending of this session. So this is how we did. So one more time I'll tell you how did we do that. Okay, I'll just plug out everything from here. We want to create a tree map. To create a tree map in terms of name and 2015 growth percent, we'll have all the data with us. We'll just click on show me and select a tree map from here. So once you do that, you have a tree map ready with you. And now you know you have created a set also of top 10 growth startup. Just have to put that into your filter and it's all ready. And just have to make a few more information available on this tree map. You can select your label option, wherein you can just drop, let's say, 2015 growth percent into label. You'll see the growth percent into label. Industry type, if you want to put, you just have to drag and put that industry type into your label, and you'll see industry type also. And if you want to see metro area of that particular region, let's say, you can drop that as well. So all the information into one card of tree map. This is fantastic, guys. So is there anyone who is able to go up to this point of achievement where we have reached? So I'm waiting for you guys just to perform these. And if you are stuck, you are not able to understand anything out up till here, you just reach out to me and you just tell me I have exams. All right, we are winding up. Wonderful. So Suma, you have achieved it. This is what we had. Great. So you guys can leave now. And this, right. Okay. Oh, Shweta, you have used a nice color scheme, and the information is also very great. So informative. It's quite informative. Right. Wonderful. And Midula has also done that. The guys who have done and do not have any doubt, they can start leaving. And I mean, Midula, you are having exam, you can log off and you may go now. And yeah, just one more thing, you try it, whatever is left out, whatever are the deliverables for venture capitalist firm, try it on your own and I'll check. All right, what, whosoever are having exams, they can leave. And yeah, one thing, just try it over at your home. And uh, the two deliverables are still there what are pending, and we'll cover them up definitely tomorrow, but I would like you guys to do that. All right. I hope you guys had a good learning experience. And if anyone is having a doubt, you can ping me personally, and I'm available for that. All right. So you may leave now, and this is the end of session. This is what was intended to be covered, and I hope that you guys are learning a lot. All right. You can, yeah, absolutely, Mithila. You have to try that at home and you have to come up with your observation. Likewise, we had our session beginning. We in the beginning we checked about what all observations you guys have made. I'll check it tomorrow, and after that we'll proceed further, and I'll tell you the new things also how you can perform those operations. But yeah, the trying from yourself is really very important. That is most important thing you guys should do. All right, I think I should leave now as you guys are having exam, but I am available